Hello, race fans! Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the NASCAR Melling Series. Finally, for the first time all year, it's a split weekend. Melling here one track while the Werner's Cup Series go to another. And specifically, the Werner's Cup Series after the California race have headed up the coast to Sonoma. That will be tomorrow. But today you see it right there on the right side of your screen. And right there on pit road. And you can probably figure it out from these shots where we're at. That's right. We're in Nevada at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Yes, this is post-config Las Vegas. Not the old style. I kind of missed that one, to be honest. But we are here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. For what else than the Elvis Impersonators 300, presented by Cirque du Soleil. Before we can get anywhere, let's go through the starting lineup for today's race. Alan Rickman puts his Monte Carlo onto the pole position, and that is pretty good. He has had a very slow start to the season. Alongside of him has been the one rookie who hasn't been turning heads at all at any point this season. That being Pete Townsend. Robbie Krieger is going to line up next to Amy Schumer in the second row. There is last week's winner, Marty McFly. Finally a winner in NASCAR. He'll line up next to Wario. Then David Land is going to line up next to Wee Man, who won this here race last season. Rounding out the top 10 is the Silver Bullet himself, Bob Seger, and Jack Nicholson. Amelia Earhart will line up next to third in points, Franklin Clinton. Then John Goodman will line up next to Phoenix winner Benedict Cumberbatch. Stephen King, he finished, I believe, was it third last week in a race that was 3 wide coming off for the final corner. He'll start next to Patrick Starr. Then Sammy Hagar drove his 55 into the, what I believe is the 9th row. Yes. To the inside of Mitch Hedberg. Rounding out the top half of the field, a pair of Monte Carlos. The 4 of John Cleese. And the 7 of Ward Gordon. We get into the bottom half of the field. There is Anthony Perkins. Alongside of him is Tib Foster, remaining 4th in points. Then a pair of teammates, Jim Kirk alongside he remains your points leader for the second race in a row. A career renaissance for Ringo Starr. This season so far being the time takes time of his career, basically. Arthur Fonzarelli, the Fonz, lines up next to last week's runner-up Emerald, and Ferris Bueller lines up next to Stephen Hawking. Then Ann Wilson will line up next to Leonard McCoy. There's Logan Cloud, who's having a good year so far, next to Sir Topham Hatt, Sylvester Stallone, and Rod Stewart. Then Starlight Glimmer and Haywood Banks.
Drivers, start your engines.
Kamikaze Games next to second in points, Eddie Money, and then Bob Dylan and Knuckles Echidna rounding out the field. see the entire field as they make their way along the apron, I should say, of this 1.5 mile speedway, often referred to as a cookie cutter oval. The Orleans on the back. That hotel no longer owned by the Gone family. So honestly, it should say South Point because I like South Point better. War Gordon being an idiot.
Drivers.
Forcing us to take two this. Did I say take two? I meant take three because John Cleese is a numpty.
Drivers.
Oh, great. Who died this time? The freaking pulse. Okay. You see the problem. We will not go until everybody can get a fair start. This happens too much in NR. Yes, that's breaking immersion. But have you seen how often it happens in real life? I only remember it happening once, and it was the 38 car. And left Lorraine in the series. Anyway. Where was I? These are the same camera. Ooh, wow, look at that texture. Pace car peeling down pit road. UAW logos, that's nice. There's the entire field. And there's the green flag. And there we are. We're underway here. Pete Townsend, a terrible start, already falling back, losing several spots. As Alan Rickman escapes to a lead, Robbie Krieger in the second, Marty McFly looks like he's going to take third. Trying for a big point surge. They're 3 wide towards the back. 2 to 3 cars deep. Interestingly enough, some people able to get runs up high. Oh! Stuff going on. Oh, they're almost 4 wide. Not really, but I guess they were. They look like they're going 3.5 wide. It depends. If Acuna throws it in inside Topham hat, no, he does not. Meanwhile, at the front of the pack, Pete Townsend is slightly rebounded. He's running in the 5th slot. I believe the inside line is king here. There is Eddie Money. Who is being an Eddie Money? Oh, contact. Logan Cloud stuck in the middle. With you. Yes, he is. Stuck in the middle with you. There's your Steelers wheel reference for the month. Robbie Krieger really closing in. Can he make a move? We're almost 10% through the race. As you can see, they're already fanning out one wide. It's gonna be one of these races, folks. Anyway, you can see here we go. This is the most entertaining portion of the on-track action. On what it's point, two drivers that have led the points this year, like 23rd and 24th. That's not a good sign. Judging on how this race is going, officials are discussing trying to apply some, say, PJ1 to the corners in order to prove for better race. Would that even help? I don't know if that would help. Would it help if people made moves? Or if the moves could stick? Outside line sometimes just seems too powerful. That's the thing. Imagine running your best lap and being hung out to dry by your team owner. That's kind of what's happening to Starlight Glimmer as she tries to fend off team owner Logan Cloud. Up towards the front, Robbie Krieger has had multiple attempts to take the race lead, and they've all been resisted. Single file for the top 29. This is the only side-by-side action on the entire track right now. And it's only the 11th lap, if that's any indication of how this race is going. Get it together, SBP. Well, we were kind of expecting this, which is okay. KG tries to get around Fonzie. Eddie Money's gonna drop like a rock in points after this. Like a rock. Oh, that's a Bob Seger reference. All of a sudden they are 3 wide at the back of the pack. A heated battle for 37th, maybe 36th. It's 37th. Is this the greatest battle for 37th you've ever seen, folks, or what? Let me see. This camera angle. Fastest car. Wow, Sir Topham hat. Failing to crack the 31-second mark, which every other driver on the track at the moment has at least done at least for one lap. Only two others have failed to crack 30.9. The top half all cracking under 30.6, and your race leader the only one to crack 30.4. Typical view. That's usually how I watch a race, at least. This is actually slightly offset, I believe. From the start-finish line. Yes, it is. There you can see the cars race by. I cannot focus on anything there. Jesus. And yeah, you're. Oh, you might be able to see them as they rush through turns 3 and 4. I'm not seeing it. And probably, maybe on like the opening lap. Hedberg running about mid-pack. A little bit further ahead is Benny Cumberbatch. I was about to say a pass has occurred, but the pass has not occurred. I'm not trying to say this is a boring race or anything, but literally there were no lead changes recorded that lap. The entire field running single file, at least isn't a completely uniform line. At least is a naturally looking single file. Meanwhile, we see Amy Schumer dive. The outside line just gets too much. The inside line just has to get off the gas a lot earlier, I think, is what it is. Anybody gonna have a rear camera? Yes. We're looking out the back of Wario's cars. You see Bob Seger poke his nose on. Oh, he tried to give the 22 a shove. He just shoving that thing around. Now 2 more people have cracked 30.9 second barrier. And one of the slowest teams just as a whole on track. 36 and 37 fastest, running 30th and 29th actually. The Logan Cloud Motorsports 2-car operation. Not what Logan Cloud was hoping to see after coming up into here, running a solid 4th in the point standings after only 3 events thus far. with Starlight Glimmer seated solidly in the 12th position. Now, here comes KG. Not really. Now, this is getting slightly spicy. Not really. Nothing's getting spicy. Marty McFool, yeah. The outside line. If the inside could get more momentum. Going into the corner. It is entirely possible we could have a real racetrack on our hands. Amy Schumer ducks out of it for some reason. I mean, you can at least fight back on the outside, is I suppose the thing. I mean, Amelia Earhart has cleared Jack Nicholson for 10 as we cross the halfway point. I believe these drivers will have to pit. Wee Man just gonna rocket by Wario for the 8th spot. You know, just when I was talking about it being a boring race, here we go. Jack Nicholson gonna dive it in. Oh, he's slow. Oh. I thought he was coming to pit road for a second. Logan Cloud trying to get around John Cleese and Leonard McCoy. Now Starlight Glimmer gonna go to the inside of the 94. It doesn't work. Now's a good time to mention. Oh! There are cars now. They're coming to pit road. Trying for the undercut. Several teams. Believe 21 drivers have come down. Amy Schumer, David Land, Bob Seeger, Franklin Clinton lead them down. Now the rest of the field. Alan Rickman. Oh, Robbie Krieger was looking to see if he could jump him on pit road and potentially get... Caution is out! Oh, Logan Cloud is into the wall! Oh, no! This is gonna shake everything up. Was this a blessing in the sky? Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Very twisty. Pit lane is closed for some of these guys. Been closed for a while. We saw... Well, it was green there. It was right there. Oh, John Cleese turned the 94. Didn't look like too much of a damage. But clearly a frustrated Logan Cloud. These guys were racing. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. These guys theoretically should at least stay on the lead. Oh, yeah. I am not sure how this is going to play out. All I know is this just shook everything up. And everybody who already pitted, I thought, whoa! Holy, whoa! Oh, we nearly had a crash. these guys have at least sorted things out, it looks like. Ooh, stack of... Oh, Tib Foster got... Starlight Glimmer just... Oh. Anyway, it looks like Alan Rickman is leading the festivities at the moment. Oh, that's not gonna work. They're still closing in way too fast. Oh no, the field has picked up Eddie Money. Logan Cloud has dropped to 25th. The field picked up Eddie Money. Oh no. Oh no. The worst case scenario. It's all sorts of confusion. Some of the drivers that waited and some of the drivers who didn't are being trapped at the tail end of the lead lap. Meanwhile, Rickman, Krieger, McFly, Townsend, Acuna, Earhart, Bueller, Schumer, Ward, Gordon, John Goodman, your top 10. Then Land, Wilson, Seeger, Hedberg, Fonzarelli, Nicholson, Hatt, Clinton, Starr, Cleese, Dillon, and Hagar. Wario got shafted. He's down to 24th at the tail end of the lead lap. So did Eddie Money. Actually, I think gained spots. He's up to 23rd. Cloud, after damage, actually ended up gaining a couple of spots, but might have been hurt out of even more. I don't know. Emerald, 26th. Stephen King, 27th. Jim Kirk, 28th. Stephen Hawking, 29th. Leonard McCoy, 30th. Benedict Cumberbatch, 31st. Dylan Jacobs, 32nd. Ringo, 33rd. Not a good day for your points leader. Haywood Banks, 34th. Tim Foster, 35th. A terrible day for the two drivers who have led points at some point. Knuckles, 36th. Sylvester Stallone, 37th. Anthony Perkins, 38th. Starlight Glimmer down to 39th. Rod Stewart running in last. So, the restart, which looks like it's going to come on lap 36. Oh, you saw how green flag we were that stretch. The fact that there's only 22 cars even in contention for this race. This is going to be interesting. Nobody is being registered as supposed to be being a lap down, which is good, but the pace car just picked up the wrong person. Man, imagine being on the tail end of the lead lap and picking up a tail end of the longest line penalty. No. And dropping to the end of the pack and being a lap down. That's something I've never thought about till now. Anyway, we're going to go green with what will be 20 to go for Eddie Money, who will lead us back to green, but will actually be 19 to go. Alan Rickman is 19th in line, but is your race leader. after people were so unjustly trapped one lap off the pace, or at the tail end of the lead lap. Green flag comes out. Freddie Money, who is in 23rd place. Whoa! We got waving. A slow start. The Starlight Glimmer's gonna fall to last. Ooh, contact. Some of these drivers are trying to take advantage of worse but better track position. Robbie Krieger, he is trying to draw in. And now look at Pete Townsend. Marty McFly trying to make the outside line work. Like it did so well last time at wherever, California. Alan Rickman beating all over the back bumper of that 16 car. Will the leader try to make it 3 wide going in the corner? Yes! A power move by Alan Rickman. Robbie Krieger gonna walk through the hole that's been created. At the unfront of the pack, to nobody's surprise, Wario. Look at Logan Cloud hanging tough on the outside line. Your battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Your battle for second. Oh, Marty, look at Marty. Wow, perseverance. Wouldn't take no for an answer throughout turns 2. Going into turn 3. Robbie Krieger trying to get run. Maybe now Marty will take no. No, he doesn't. Hanging tough. Unfortunately for Marty McFly, Alan Rickman's all but won himself the race with 15 to go. Because he's got a 2-lap car buffer. And Robbie Krieger was trying to hang tough. But there we go. Look at Ferris Bueller with a good run in 6th place. It'd be a great day for this team if the third car wasn't running 33rd at the moment. Marty McFly, arrow pushed up the track by Robbie Krieger, who tried to take second. Instead, he lost third to Wee Man. Now, under siege from Pete Townsend in the 59. It's Ford versus Pontiac. Not the words you'd expect to hear in 2020, but the Pontiac prevails even more shockingly. Maybe we got decent racing because it's a mix of slow cars and fast cars. That's honestly the only thing I can think about. Which is always a fun situation. Meanwhile, the faux race for the lead, the real race for 23rd, is now heating up as Eddie Money has closed in on the back bumper of Wario's number 22 AutoZone Ford. And Logan Cloud with a damaged race car runs in the 26th position. Sylvester Stallone runs in 38th while his teammate runs 4th. That's crazy. Even more crazier is the fact that Wee Man is backing up his win last year with a top 5 run today. This would be good enough for the podium if it holds up here in the last 10 laps of the race. Now, Alan Rickman trying to put Sylvester Stallone a lap in arrears. Oh, Rod Stewart was looking to the inside. Alan Rickman very slow through that corner. Starlight Glimmer is caught up to the back of Rod Stewart. And look who's closing into the back of Starlight a little bit. That's the 42 of Marty McFly. Let's Rod. Whoa, that looked like a pinball move. There is Marty McFly trying to take matters into his own hands. You can't say he's not trying to get around these lappers. Fortunately, it does not look like the officials have got a great package for the 1.5 milers yet. They are going to tinker with it. They're hoping a better product will be available in time for Homestead next weekend. Package worked good for Phoenix and worked good for California, but not here, I guess. The margin of victory less, the lead less than a second, I should say. But these lap cars are in the way. 17th car line, first on track. 6 laps to go for Alan Rickman. This would be his first win in the series since, I believe, Indianapolis Raceway Park in 2018. The race, to a little surprise, was an extremely boring race. To nobody's surprise, the series hasn't returned. Once again, trying to put Alan Rickman not Sylvester Stallone, in arrears. It was at the line. 5 laps remaining in this contest. Believe it or not, Wario and Eddie Money are pulling away. They obviously have far from enough time. Marty McFly was trapped with running a lower groove, but it looks like he'll try to get the lap car buffer back down to 2, and will do so. 4 laps to go. Once you get to 5 to go, Eddie Wreck would pretty much end the race. Well, that's a definite. I would like to remind you that next weekend, the Melling Series will be off. It will be only one race next weekend. That will be the Cup race, and that will be at the Texas World Speedway. The Superior Speedway in Texas. Texas Motor Speedway, on the other hand, that track's just a bore. Yet another 1.5 miler. That's not variety. Not when you can put a 2 miler on. Part of the reason why Cup doesn't come here to Sin City anymore. But another part, as you can see, is the racing hasn't been quite the best. Well, white flag is out. We haven't even been live this whole time. Well, that will shake things up a bit. Oh. Yeah, okay. We were a lap behind. Okay. Alan Rickman wins. You don't actually get to see the point where he... There. There's the point where he crossed the checkered flag. You happy now? There is your standings. As you can see, it was a wash. The whole race was kind of a wash and a bore. But you can't have all the races be exciting, otherwise they tend to get boring. It's strange how that tends to work out. Very strange. Penny. Nope, not gonna do it. What is gonna be interesting is gonna see how the points shake out after this. Yes, Benedict Cumberbatch's heartbreak. Only 18 spots. Kind of a surprise. Tomorrow's race will probably be just as much of a bore. Let's be honest. Oh, that was 2019 standings. Anyway, for those of you who like being awesome, making sure this is in the correct... Here we go. New points leader. Franklin Clinton takes over the points lead. Despite not even finishing in the top 10. Very interesting. 42. No, it's 48. 42. 42. So the top 26 still within a race of the points lead. That's actually up. And Haywood Banks, though he fell to last, he's actually closer than Jack Nicholson was after 3 races, and closer to where Emerald was after only 2. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, why am I looking at Emerald after that? What was it, second or third place? Is only up to 32nd. Rod Stewart, a big loser on the day. Starlight Glimmer, a huge loser. Alan Rickman, your race leader, a big winner, leads every lap. A pull the truckers triumph in dominating fashion. Also, the first pole winner of the entire season, Rod Stewart, led 37 laps. I would assume it was somewhere. Robbie Krieger's had 2 poles. I'm guessing Rod Stewart was on pole at Phoenix, most likely. Yes. But there is your top 27 in standings. Did I say top 27? Make that 29. Cumberbatch. Eddie Money still leading the rookie battle. I still haven't done manufacturer points for either series. Will I ever do them? Probably not. But look at... Oh, this is nice too. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. The war between Braun and Lionel Messi Racing is on still. But it's a Richard Simmons racing car that actually leads the standings. Franklin Clinton will take the points lead going into a much-needed rest break. After Alan Rickman comes home and wins the Elvis Impersonators 300 presented by Cirque du Soleil. It'll be a week off. Tomorrow's the Bolthouse Farms 355. The next weekend is the Union Pacific 400, I believe. Yes. And then make sure to join us for the Hard Rock 300 in 2 weeks' time at Olmsted. That's the next time you'll see these guys out on track. Till then, I've been Western Caves. This has been a telecast of the Western Caves Sports Network, exclusively on the Western Caves YouTube channel. And we will see you next time out for more NASCAR action.